Hello Libra, this is Teresa from Tarot by T. Welcome to November and your love TarotScope. Before I do your reading, I want to ring the bells and create sacred space, call on the angels. May only the highest forces be present at this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your wonderful comments and your support. And thank you for those of you who have purchased a reading. I appreciate your business and I enjoy working with you. And I hope these readings are a help to people. And thank you for letting me know when they are. Okay, so let's see what's happening for Libra for the month of November. What does Libra need to know about love in the month of November? What is coming up in November for love? What is coming up in November for love? What is coming up in November for Libra in love and life? If there's something else that's important that Libras need to know in November, let that be shown too. So, let's see what we have. The Knight of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Okay, let's see. So the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a proposal or an offer of love that's coming to you. So you could be, now, if the Knight represents a person, it's someone who's very romantic, very artistic. It feels like you're with someone that you've known in a past life, especially because you have the Two of Cups here as well. So you have this strong soulmate connection with someone. And it's possible also that you're starting to realize what's important in life. It's possible that you've reunited with someone from the past. And things are really going well. You have the Six of Wands here, so that's a success card. You're really feeling that things are starting to look up. Six of Wands can also mean a career success card where you're gaining recognition. So, in the past, you may have been in a situation where you had this stalemate with someone. You might have had a falling out with someone, because I see the Three of Swords here. So you might have ended a relationship and then moved on to a new relationship. Or you ended a relationship, or you had difficulties in a relationship and you are starting over, trying to make things work. Because I'm seeing there are problems, but you're overcoming the problems. Especially now, Jupiter is in Libra, so you're the golden child for this year. And this is a good time for opportunities and for luck and for expansion. So to get out of your comfort zone, to explore new things. So anyway, with the Two of Swords, you're trying to make a decision. You're trying to, in the past, you were kind of faced with a pathway. Do I go this way or that way? What do I choose? And part of the problem was that you were kind of like keeping your cards close to your chest, or you weren't really being true to yourself. The Two of Swords comes up when you really need to drop your guard and just talk about what you really need. Talk about your feelings. Let your guard down. Let your pride, put aside your pride and communicate with someone and just tell them like it is. Instead of pretending, because Libras happen to be like people pleasers. Sometimes you don't always want to say You're afraid of what people's reactions are going to be, so you try to make everybody happy. And then no one's happy, especially you. So, with this card, you've been on the fence in the past about what direction to take. And then you have this Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is definitely the soulmate relationship. You have a strong connection with someone. Now, you might have been in a relationship in the past where there was a imbalance within give and take, because you have the Six of Pentacles here and the Three of Swords. So you might have been in a relationship where one person was doing all the giving. One person was being kind of like the nurturer or the caretaker, helping someone else and not thinking of themselves. So you were maybe helping someone and not thinking of your own needs and getting burnt out in the process. And you may have cut your, the Three of Swords means a cutting away of whatever's no longer working. And it may involve some kind of legal proceedings, because you have the Justice card coming up. The Justice card, if it doesn't mean some kind of legal situation where you're waiting to see what the outcome is going to be, and with the Justice card there, I think it's going to be a fair outcome. It may not be, you may not get everything you want, but the decisions will be fair. The decision, it also, that's on a mundane level. If you're waiting to hear about a job interview, or you're waiting to hear about a decision that's being made on something that's very important to you, the decision will most likely go in your favor. And you have the Ace of Swords in the near future. So that means that you're really excited about something. You're really excited about a new beginning. And it's giving you this energy. It's giving you this warrior spirit. Like, if you were feeling kind of unmotivated in the past, that is going to end in November. You're going to feel like you have this new energy and you want to just get things done. Almost impatient energy. I see this impatience. You just want to get your affairs in order. You want to get everything. You're just going to be very energetic in November, trying to get things done. Trying to clean up your life, basically. Get rid of what's no longer working. Recover from anything, any losses or any sorrows. And you're going to be moving on to probably a new relationship or a better relationship. If you're not leaving one relationship for another, then you are reestablishing your love in a current relationship. It could be that someone came back, someone that you were separated from comes back, realizing what they lost or what they gave up, and they're wanting to start again. So you may have that decision to make. That's the Two of Swords also. Because the Knight of Cups in the center can also be your feelings. So maybe you have, sometimes that can mean that you have this immature attitude about love, where you think that everything should be perfect. Or you have this romantic, not so much immature, but maybe romantic view of love, where, when I meet my soulmate, we'll never argue, it's going to be just beautiful, we're going to live happily ever after. And that's not realistic. So you might be in this idealizing state. It might be a new relationship. Usually when there's knights and pages, instead of kings, it means like this is something new, something that you've reestablished, and it's the beginning stages. It's not someone that you've been with for years and years. So you're in this, romantic stage right now, this fantasy land of wonderful romantic energy. Eventually that will settle down and you'll get to be in the a more stable phase of the relationship that's a little bit calmer and a little bit more settled. But for now, you're just loving it. The romance is there right now. And you are cutting away what's no longer working. You're changing. You're getting rid of stuff, maybe behavior or attitudes or people even. You're releasing. You're doing a lot of releasing. The Six of Pentacles, again, it's giving. It's a person who's very giving. So if you're with someone, they really believe, they think that you're a very caring and very giving person. You want to see everyone's needs met. You're there for people. You have to be careful, though, with the Six of Pentacles, that you're not overgiving, that you're not buying someone's love, or that you're not, that you're giving so much to others that you're not taking care of yourself, because that can affect your health. So you have to make sure you take some, take time out for you. It's okay to be a little bit selfish. You have to balance the giving. With the Knight of Swords, you're feeling kind of impatient and impulsive. There might be some things on the agenda you want to just get to, and you just don't have the patience. You just want it to happen. Alternately, this could also represent someone that's in your life that you feel is a little bit, being a little bit difficult or belligerent. Because the Knight of Swords is a warrior type energy, someone who likes to fight, someone who could be a little bit insensitive. Maybe they don't think about how their actions affect others. So this could be either someone you're dealing with, it could be even you. You're thinking like, you know what, I've tried to make everyone happy my whole life, now I want to do things for me. And so it's okay, and that's okay. So some people may push back and say, well, you're being selfish or you're being insensitive. But really, you need this. You need to recharge. You need to balance the scales of giving. You've been too accommodating. So now it's your turn to get your way and get your needs met. And you have this Page of Cups coming up. Page of Cups is a message of love. It could also be that a child. It can represent a child. You could be dealing with a child who's a little bit belligerent or difficult. Maybe they don't approve of your actions or your plans. If it's not a child, then it could be this new relationship that you're in, and you're sharing your love, you're expressing your love. Because the Page of Cups is usually, if pages don't represent people, they represent messages. When they represent people, they represent young people, like children. And Knights would be someone young. Also, Knights would be someone in their 20s, maybe early 30s, no more than that. Not quite adult, but not quite child either. So you could be dealing with people, with some young people that may be giving you some challenges. Or you could be, and children, if you're dealing with children, you might have some children who are rebellious or wanting to just do things that you may not approve of, and just kind of reckless. This is like a reckless energy. On the other hand, the Knight of Cups, with this Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups, it could be that, someone drifted away from you, went looking for something better, and realized, you know what, I appreciate what I have, and I want to come back, and I want to be where I'm loved and wanted. So you might be celebrating, reuniting with someone, making your love better, and share and really confessing your love to each other. He or she might be telling you how they really feel. November it's got some mixed energy. On the one hand, there might be sorrow about the things that you're leaving behind. But on the other hand, there's all this love energy coming in. And justice, on the mundane level, it represents, it could be legal situations or decisions that need to be made by others, and you're waiting to hear. But on a more conceptual level, on a higher spiritual level, it really means karma. It really means that, okay, now you've done all this stuff for others, and now it's your turn to get paid back. Your whatever you put out in the world is coming back to you. That's what karma is. It's not punishment. It's not reward per se. It's just a result of, it's just the response, basically, of what you've put out there. So, and when justice comes, and it's surrounded by good cards, it usually means that it will be a favorable experience. So you're generating good karma, or you have generated good karma, and now it's going to start coming back to you. So I think that November will be positive, and it's already started with September, October, because the Ace of Swords is a time card, and it relates to September, October, November, when things are going to start happening for you. And I think they've already started in October. October has been a turning point month. And it's only going to get better. I just see you surrounded by love. There's new love. There's new expressions of love. A renewal of a relationship. And you're getting rid of what's no longer serving you. You're cutting away. You're getting rid of the sorrow. Because I think if you were separated from someone, there was a lot of pain there. There was sorrow on both sides. That it was maybe someone's behavior. Sometimes people do things without thinking, and then they realize they made a mistake, and then they want to make up for it. And so that might be happening in November, where someone's wanting to make up for whatever they did wrong. Try to, either win you back or try to get in your good graces again. Because now they're valuing you for some reason. Where they may not have valued you in the past, they are valuing you now. But you might even have two people that you're dealing with that you're wondering about. And it may be too late for an older person or a past lover. But the current Knight of Cups, you're in the middle of a good love relationship. It's going to be a romantic month. So welcome to love, Libra. New beginnings. It's your turn, especially with Jupiter in the first. Jupiter in Libra, you are the golden child this year, so make the best of it. Go after what you want, and you will have a good chance of getting it. So that's my forecast for November, Libra. I wish you luck and love. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, I wish you happy Thanksgiving. And if you want a personal reading, you can just visit my website, and I'd be happy to work with you. You can book a reading through the website, send me an email, submit the form, and I will get back to you. So, enjoy November, Libra, and I will talk to you again in December. Sorry. Okay, bye now.